Hello, it's Kadisha. I'm back with another video. Have you heard the quote or the saying, how you get them is how you lose them? So I actually got another quote that's kind of similar today when I was actually reading a comment that I got from someone, and they were telling me about all the things that I need to do to basically get more views on my video. And it made me think about other people who create content, but also just made me think about like how how you start a thing is basically going to be like how you finish it, and I don't mean that literally, but I'm saying like how you get people is how you keep them. And so I don't want to do all this extra and this may sound bad, but I don't want to do all this extra stuff to draw people to my channel, and I have to continue to do that, and it becomes like a job. This I feel like is more so a purpose, and so the Lord is like, do it in your authenticity. And not to say that people who do all the stuff that that person suggested is not doing it out of authenticity. It could just be different for you. As I always say, like everybody's path is not the same, but I felt like for me that is not what the Lord is saying for me to do, and especially right now in this season. And you'll probably see on older videos where I've done like little thumbnails or have wrote in the description box, and that's fine. But I'm just like, right now I feel like who the Lord wants me to speak to right now is just people willing to click on the video that don't have all of those things and be able to just share a message with them specifically, because it takes something, or it's a different type of person who actually clicks on a video that may not have a title that is what you like, or may not have a thumbnail that just really attracts you. So you're actually just trying to see what exactly does this person have to say. And I believe you will get more out of the video than what you would if it has all that other stuff in there. Because I've clicked on videos where it's had all the nice fonts and all the good thumbnails, and I'm just like, this does not have anything. And I have and so I have to go back with this, but I have clicked on videos where they have that, and I did get something from it. So it's just like, to each their own. But I want you to remember this as you go into any situation, that how you start a thing, it's just like, that's what you're going to have to continue to do. And I think I've discussed this before when I was talking about church and like starting a church. But how you decide to get members in your church is how you're going to have to be able to keep them. So it's the same thing. Like, if the Lord is the one who allowed you to start that ministry, then it's going to be the Lord who sustains it. But if we strictly are getting people because of the things that we do and not necessarily the Lord, then it's going to take our own work and our own strength to be able to keep those people coming back. And the sad thing is, we so oftentimes get caught up in numbers that we miss what exactly the Lord has called you to. And I have a video on that you may be, I changed it because I say your audience may be smaller than you think, and then I changed it to it may be bigger, because I didn't want people to think like, oh, I'm called to a small audience. But it's just like, it may be smaller as in like the number, but bigger as in the people that they will impact. And so it's kind of like a odd title, and I really didn't know how to title that. But the thing is, we will oftentimes get so caught up in numbers that we will quit when it's only one person showing up. And I've seen this happen, and I'm just like, Lord, that's sad that we have allowed the world to think that the bigger the crowd is, the more anointed it is. And the Lord is like, no. He says, one to send 1,000 fleeing, 2 10,000. So if the Lord said where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm there. So if I'm caught up with 1,000 people being there, then I'm not even worried about the Lord being there, because the Lord said where 2 or 3 are. So if you are caught up on numbers, may this be your reminder that it's not about numbers. It's about what the Lord has strategically told you to do. And that's going to look different from everybody on any platform. So may you be encouraged with this message. Thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, sa cambio que quieres ver en otros. Until next time. Bye.